Gray doing backup video and audio, please?
Of course.
Excellent. Okay, we're on. We've all been thinking and hearing about the Trump-Biden election, and obviously, and how can we use it as a springboard to think a little more deeply about past historical events, which is the way these are classically framed by the media, and historians seem to have more good press than do the social scientists. But let's say events and social science interpretations. What can we say about this and maybe join history with social science? And we've got ways of doing that, which are really in our sections on the reading list now for last week, this week, and immediately going forward. COVID, the urban disturbances, the looting resembles many historical analogs around the world. Just to take France, the 1789, 1848, 1968. These had many analogs. In some ways, they're obviously more nationally. Well, we don't know what's going to happen, but they had more violence than we have in U.S. cities, which have had. I mean, there have been a few long historical studies of crime, which shows we have a tiny amount of crime now compared to what was going on in the Renaissance. And 500 years ago, crime's been going down continually for hundreds of years. But clearly, in terms of the shock compared to recently and to the violence of beheadings in France, these take on a clear, important context for dealing with issues like diversity, tolerance, populism, types of leadership, and challenge, I would say, for example, some of the, say, the Weberian three types we'll talk about. But let's, the closest to some of these leaders that we have, Trump, others in even France, but also, of course, Philippines, Brazil. We have an extension of what we talked about in the New Political Culture and the City Money book. We call them new fiscal populists, in the sense that these people, like later Bill Clinton, Tony Blair, were clearly populist and appealing to the individual citizen. The big change which they marked in terms of the American context was